free of the venue that we had for Defender North in the shop. But we'll talk more about that later. We're going into the match now. We got NickC, we got Dill, we're on Smashville, and it's going to be a banana fest.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Dill pulling out bananas. I'm talking about it's going to be heavy hits left and right.
I mean, NickC is, of course, known for that. He's like a blitzer. He goes in and he hits hard, and he does weird things in between. It's not like NickC is weirder than Fatality. Like, a lot of maybe they're, like, at times our combos can look similar, but, like, when you look at NickC's neutral, like, I always am just like, well, what is he doing? And then he gets the hit and he gets the kill, and I'm like, I guess he was doing the right thing. He's a little bit like, when I once described it, NickC is the aggro John Numbers, which NickC actually found very entertaining. And I will stick by that comparison.
He does have a very unique way of playing because he's such an aggressive player, but he's one of the few here in New York whose like sole claim to fame is his aggression. And while Dill called him out on it there, you often don't get to see how that aggression would play out in another player's hands. You put that aggression in NickC's control, all of a sudden you're seeing a flurry of hits leading into devastating finishers.
Oh, absolutely. And NickC, like, a big part of his game also is about making, like, basically hard reads in advantage, which is a big part of Falcon's gameplay, but NickC in particular, he, like, you know, he will always try and go for air dodge reads or, like, you know, read a person's jump at a specific time. If you've ever, of course, one of his big claim to fame is beating ESAM in Falcon's worst matchup against Pikachu. And if you watched that set, did you ever see that set?
I have. And you know what they say about playing against unranked New York players is dangerous. Don't think you're going to win because you don't know their name. You will learn their names.
All right, so let's get into this match. Dill actually with a pretty sizable lead. He is sitting at kill percent from like a Falcon back air or back throw at the ledge, but he's already put on some heavy damage that NickC's going to have to worry about, and it just keeps on coming. 94%. He might even lap him pretty soon. Yeah, this is looking a little grim for NickC, and that will do it. All right.
That's going to do it. A very convincing game one in favor of Dill. And NickC just wasn't really able to get in on him. Dill played a little closer to his chest than we've seen earlier in the evening. He kept Banana very close to him. He sat in shield where he needed to. And he wasn't afraid to contest the more risky options that Nick can put out.
Yeah, I do agree, and I think a big part of the reason why that ended up being so convincing is because Dill took that first stock, and just like the amount of pressure that a player is under when they know they have to kill a Diddy Kong, especially a character like Falcon, whose hitboxes aren't really designed to deal with short characters.
No,
you know?
but NickC makes it work. We saw a cute little combo from him earlier involving nairs and down tilts and jabs. And we'll see how he makes it work on Battlefield, his absolute favorite stage. And the fact that he was allowed to come here is questionable on Dill's half, but Dill should be able to make it work nonetheless.
In New York, we do have separate like Dreamland and Battlefield are separate stages.
We
almost got it.
Correct. We don't follow the recommended rule set perfectly. We keep DSR far away from us, and Battlefield and Windy Battlefield are still separate. Blast zones mean a lot. Platform layout means a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I 100%
There's
agree.
a few minor differences here and there too that can make a very big difference, but we could go into the semantics of that another time. Going into it now, we've just got a very strong footsies game between the two of these players, and Dill's kind of coming out on top, but NickC's able to chase him down where he needs to. And challenging him on ledge, on Battlefield no less, this is where Nick can really get out a lot, but Dill doesn't want any of it.
Oh, he got pushed by that back air into Banana. There was nothing NickC could do. If he kept holding shield, he would have gotten grabbed by Diddy Kong. And then so he was forced to drop it, and he got tripped by the Banana. But he didn't eat too hard of a punish. But he lost that lead that he had, which is pretty bad. You know, you do not want to end up being the one having to approach a Diddy Kong, especially a Diddy Kong who's so good at keeping out his opponent like Dill. And that edge guard, burning his jump to make it back. Dill sniping it with a back air. And NickC is just left in such a bad spot and ends up costing him. Now we have this, might even look like a 2-0 unless NickC can turn this around.
No, he's still in this game, and after that down smash, only having 18% stock built up, it wasn't like game one where Dill was able to take that first stock and extend that lead so far. Here, he's going to have to work for it a bit more, and we saw how volatile the damage buildup was. Dill seemed fairly in control throughout the middle of both of their first stocks. All of a sudden, it's just going out of control. Stock is dropped here, a stock is dropped there. And percentage is building up against NickC once again, but if Dill's not careful, things can swing out of his control very quickly.
Of course. We haven't really seen any explosive combos from Falcon right now. I think, I think part of that has to do with, I mentioned before about Diddy Kong's size. It can be difficult for Falcon to really deal with, like getting his reliable combos on those types of characters. And for that reason, like, you see him, he's like getting these hits, and he's like definitely like tacking on percent, but we're not seeing the sort of NickC stuff where like he will juggle someone and then, combo them and then read an air dodge into knee. We're not really getting any of that at this point in time.
Well, he has to respect the player Dill's caliber, and especially behind his Diddy Kong. Even sitting with ledge control, it's a very dangerous situation to be in because one false move, you can get monkey flipped, you get down tilt into whatever Dill feels like it. And we're getting into those percentages right now.
He's living! Wow, and oh, wow!
Such reckless aggression. He wanted it so bad. You haven't seen him slapping his knee.
Excuse me? What was that?
All right. So I like the first time. I like the first time because, all right, a little bit of a call out.
Boom.
Not the best of angles to launch at. This one, the
Boom.
Hello. What was it going for?
It's how dare you hit me? Oh my god.